Hello, everybody, and welcome to the grand finals race of the Super Mario Odyssey Any% League qualifiers for Season 2. Today, we have a race between two titans in the Any% category. TYRN18, he's held world record twice now, I believe, and Mitch SMO, who got an insane time of 59.14 not too long ago. Pretty uncontested at the moment, but maybe Tyron could beat that in this race. Let's find out. I am Oddme on commentary, and with me I have...
I'm Scotch and Tide guy. You can call me Scotch. Yeah, two big names here. Obviously, we were talking about it earlier, 258s here. Really something to look forward to. I'm stoked to see what's going to happen here.
Yeah, I haven't watched these guys too. I mean, I watched Tyron quite a bit when he was, like, on the come-up of world record, but Mitch, I'm not going to say he came out of nowhere because that's just a meme now, but Mitch has been, like, in the top ranks for, like, a long time now, but only when he got that 59.14 did he finally get his break. Because not only did he get the record, but he skipped 59 2x, which is absolutely insane.
He didn't even have to see it. Not even about 59 2x. And we've got the start here. Gonna get that little link up for you on the timers. And we're off.
Indeed. Chat. So Scotch, what do you think's gonna go down in this race? Do you think there's gonna be a blowout, or do you think it'll be close the whole way?
Well, considering that they both have PBs that are extremely close, I'm going to expect that it's going to stay close for the most of the race. I mean, both these guys are extremely consistent. They've both been on the grind. I've been watching Mitch as of late. He's just been pounding out those, those attempts as of late. TYRN, I haven't watched a lot of him, but I know that he's consistent. So I expect this to be pretty close till the end. And we've seen a lot, it's weird. You don't really see it too much with SM64. You see it a lot with SMO, though, just how close these races get down to the last couple of, hits, in that end stage. So,
yeah, especially with 1.3 coming out before this qualifiers, races got, like, a lot more interesting, because back in the 1.0 days, it was unfortunately, like, a lot of people think 1.0 is the better version because of the tricks and stuff, but a lot of 1.0 races just came down to whoever got Sphinx Clip first, unfortunately. That trick kind of determined a lot of races, but with 1.3 that doesn't exist anymore, so... Topper here. Either player messing it up. Very good. Mitch with a very slight lead coming out of cap.
Yeah, maybe a couple of frames, but otherwise pretty much synced up out of cap into Cascade. Exactly what you want to see.
And this is a best of one race, so it's not your typical best of three grand finals, which I think both players are perfectly okay with that because this run is an hour long. Cascade coming up. And get the chain chomp here. I think Tyron actually caught up a bit. Yeah, now they're synced up. It's all things like that that make Odyssey so exciting, is races can change if somebody's like a couple frames faster in movement. Like, you could save half a second on somebody and the lead changes. It's pretty crazy.
Well, you can see the lead change so many times just in a matter of a couple of movements, which just makes it even nuttier.
Interesting movement to the Odyssey from both players right there. And we got Dino Skip coming up. In sync again. I think they're both the same player. I'm pretty sure this is just synced up gameplay. Oh wait, no, their coin count's different normally.
And right there, you know, now we're synced back up. I mean, you saw Mitch have a little bit of a slight lead heading into that dino skip then. TYRN having a little bit better movement with the T-Rex. And pretty much synced up here on the throws.
Mitch moving all over the place for this Madame Brood fight. I guess he really wants those coins from the hearts. Never actually seen that strat before. But because he had to hold with the motion controls for a bit, TYRN did take a bit more of a lead. Because if you don't do motion controls and you're too close to Madame Brood, if you just hold down on the control stick, sometimes you don't pull far back enough, so you start getting chased.
Unfortunately, getting out of there pretty nicely, though. Mitch slightly behind because of the minor mistake. Going to be grabbing one more moon. Likely not to see that chest clip.
Clip, skip, it's all the same.
Yeah. Just probably going to be heading up top to that little plateau. And then we're done.
Well, TYRN going for chest clip.
Oh, never mind.
So is Mitch.
Too soon. Oh, both guys going for chest clip.
I think they both got it. No, Mitch did get it, so... Oh no! He clipped back out. And he's still in the lead. Okay.
Well, completely changing. Making me a liar now. I haven't seen that in a while in a race, so that's good to see these guys pull that out.
I know TYRN definitely taught me a lot of things about Cascade when I was rising up on 1.0. Definitely made it FMS easier.
Well, heading into...
He definitely knows his Cascade.
Yeah. Heading into sand now. Let's talk a little bit about DSTA. Most people probably know about it, but it's this manipulation using the daylight savings time that we have. You know, it's part of the game. You know, we just discovered it recently in 1.3. But we use the daylight savings time, put the nut into the pot, go into a pipe, come back out. The game acts as though an hour has passed and the plant's grown, so we can grab that moon.
See, I can't wait for people to actually, like, when daylight savings time comes in 2020, people actually will start doing runs, like at 1 a.m. or something, on that day, so they don't have to do the abuse. That would be very interesting to see, actual daylight savings time abuse. Okay, Mitch. Missed the moon, alright.
Because of that extra ground pound, TYRN able to make up a little bit of time. And as you can see...
Now going into an area, TYRN actually took the lead again. Going into an area that we haven't seen in any percent in a very long time, but it got added back into 1.3 because of loads being insanely fast. Last time we saw employees only, I think, was in like the first or second ever any percent route for sand. And then we realized, wow, this is really slow, so we took it out forever, and then this happened.
Well, as you said, TYRN taking back the lead. Mitch with the little ledge grab before heading into employees only. Very, very nice movement up top from both these guys. Setting up for these drams now. Mitch, a little bit better movement.
And the lead changed again. This is okay, both getting dram, that's good. Looks like they're both doing bullet manip.
And we're pretty much synced up now.
Wow! Oh my god, the bounce. That was so good. Some of this movement. Oh!
Oh no, Mitch!
Is Bullet Bill right now?
Yeah, this is gonna be
that puts TYRN in a very big lead now because he has
Yeah.
to go back and get a bullet fill.
This is going to be a massive time loss for Mitch, unfortunately.
Some of this movement is like completely new to me. I haven't been super actively keeping up with this game in a while, so I'm definitely being impressed by a lot of stuff here. Well, like we said earlier, there are no clips to determine any sort of early lead here, so Mitch still could make a comeback very easily. This is the first 9 minutes of the run. After all, haven't even touched Wooded yet.
Wooded is where things can get kind of nutty in a very literal sense.
That's so funny, man.
I know, right? I'm so look at me. No, but you know, missing that nut clip can really make or break the early part of the run. TYRN having a little difficulty with those notes.
Mitch coming up on notes as TYRN enters the Odyssey. Well, dumps his moons. Mitch saving a lot of time over TYRN there with that single throw. That was good. Mitch is actually rolling to the Odyssey. Wow.
Yeah,
he's really confident in his rolls, I guess.
I've been told that if you roll there perfectly, it does save like a couple frames over capping over to the Odyssey.
Yeah, because the 1.3 loads are just so insanely fast that warping did end up becoming faster than rolling, unless you are Xbox or Mitch, I guess.
Yeah. Well, out of sand into some water, this Lake Kingdom. I want to see some lake clip action. Both these guys went for that chest clip in Cascade. We'll likely see them go for this clip right here as well.
Hopefully, both first try. Messing up like clip is usually one of the most punishing things that can happen. Looking good for TYRN right now. Gets it, nice.
Yeah, it looked like he had to set up for that clip one extra time, but otherwise getting that clip just fine. Mitch having a little bit of difficulty with it as well.
Oh my god. So crazy. I believe Mitch does like the reason his sum of best is just so far ahead of everybody's. I believe he has like a 58 4x or something. Is because he goes for all these incredibly ridiculous like BTT type strats that you normally would not see most players do in runs, and that's how he'd eventually save a bunch of time over TYRN if he does get all of them, because if I recall, TYRN does not do every strat that Mitch does. TYRN entering the secret room as Mitch gets the pillar, so still a 1 moon difference.
TYRN heading out of Lake now. Mitch gonna be finishing up with this last moon. Looks like he made up a little bit of time, but still behind.
Someone in chat threatening to delete their Twitch if TYRN gets sub-hour in this race. So, it would be very cool to see a sub-hour, but you'd hate to lose an innocent chatter to that.
Out of the lake into the woods now. We got Wooded Kingdom. You know, I talked about it earlier. Nut Clip can really make or break this area. Really, Nut Clip or and even tree taking that tree route really determines what moons you grab. You know, those early moons determining the rest of the route.
I believe both of them do have enough coins for the shop. Yes, they do. Mitch, benefiting from those extra hearts he got in the Madame Brood fight, having 11 extra coins. And obviously both players will be good for snow because they will be getting at least one hint art later on. Whether that's the cloud one, we don't know.
TYRN heading over for this tree first. Pretty quick, easy moon to grab over here before heading into the main area of Wooded.
Infamous nut clip coming up. DJ Equan, wee wahoo.
Setting up. Looks like he should be fine. And he is.
Right, gets it.
Good
Gets
movement
the
out of bounds as well, yeah.
For a lot of people, the out of bounds section is actually the scarier part compared to nut clip itself. Just because if you fall there, then you have to take the normal route, but you can also get stuck in the wall, which is actually worse because there's literally no way to get out of there if you get stuck. Both players getting the ramp portion pretty good. That was a very good out of bounds and nut clip route from both.
Well, we're seeing some extremely clean play here. You know, a couple early mistakes from both these guys, but cleaning it up big time.
I definitely want to hit that checkpoint in a race because if you die here, you go all the way back to the shop. So it's not pretty dying here with tree route. But if they were doing the story moon route and they died, then they would just be respawned right back to where the story moon was. TYRN getting Flower Road skip very smoothly, and the roll cancel jump.
Well, Mitch must be confident in his movement here because he has skipped over that checkpoint.
Very
really
nice. Jeez.
Yeah, just very confident play here from Mitch. You know, but TYRN playing out of his mind as well. Some very, very good Wooded Kingdoms from both these guys.
TYRN doing his spirit skip, getting the robot bounce. I'm a big fan of that. Much easier than having to buffer a jump, so that you don't get the Mario breaking his legs animation. Mitch struggling a bit with that spin pound there, but oh, having the dive, that was pretty scary. Because unlike every single other kingdom in this game, if you fall down here, you do not die. You actually suffer an even worse fate, which is going into the deep woods.
Yeah, none of that today, fortunately. We have seen that a couple times in these qualifiers. You know, it's so deadly to a run.
Incredibly solid wooded from TYRN. Hopefully Mitch can close out his pipes cleanly.
Well, that was a sub 18.
Oh.
Oh, no, Mitch.
Right at the very end, too. It's always the worst spot to take damage. Because you were so close, but then everything gets ruined and you lose like 5 seconds or something.
Yeah. Well, as Mitch made that mistake there. TYRN heading out of wooded.
Now we get to go
at sub
to
18.
Metro Kingdom.
Oh yeah.
Everyone's favorite kingdom of the game. 20 moons to get here. It's a pretty long one. Wait, what? Why are we in Cloud Kingdom? Oh my god.
You got
Never
debated.
before seen gameplay. This might be Odyssey's first bit of DLC. There's a Bowser fight? Oh, okay.
Like I said, you got debated. TYRN taking on this Bowser fight. Manipulation, obviously, to reduce the amount of movement that Bowser does.
It does not look like he'll be going for the hint art here, which is definitely the safe route because this hint art is extremely hard to get during the Bowser fight. It's probably the most difficult hint art to find because it's in such a ridiculous spot. And the fact that they actually put it in the Bowser fight is pretty nuts. And Mitch actually gets it. Wow. That's definitely gonna save him some time later on because while it didn't look like much because this is essentially an auto-scroller, TYRN will have to stop in his tracks to get a hint art in Metro later on.
Well, Mitch, in the meantime, screen capping a little bit.
Maybe you got a new BTT. Meme tree by TYRN there. Taking a bit of a detour right there, going to the right. Maybe we'll see some reverse torpedoes here. Oh boy, almost fell there. That would not have been good.
Lost Kingdom. This one's a toughie. I've seen a lot of mistakes here. You know, and it's such a tight area, with all the poison everywhere. Pretty nicely done so far, though.
Manipulating Klepto there, pretty straightforward stuff. Still don't know why that actually ended up working. Like, I don't think anybody actually figured out why Klepto Manip actually works. Right, no reverse torpedo from TYRN. Oh, Mitch died! No! That's... Lost is easily the most punishing death in this game, at least to me. Because not only do you suffer the time loss of a death, you also have to make sure you don't trigger Klepto. Oh no, that's very unfortunate. Because now he has to go all the way back to Klepto and basically went back to where he was before.
Yeah, like I said earlier, you know, it's just such a tight area. There's only so many mistakes that you can make here before
See,
it turns
actually
into a
going for
major
this.
one.
Oh my god.
Wow, he got that.
Legend. And the spin throw.
And he went for it.
For a while, the only
Paved
runner
on the
that
way.
actually did that strat was Koryuya, I believe. Koryuya was definitely the pioneer of doing some pretty interesting strats, to say the least, in this game.
Well, TYRN with a secure lead into Night Metro. Having seen some pretty good, pretty crazy strats so far. Might see a little bit of Goomba Heck. Here on the skyscraper. Haven't seen that in a while.
Goomba bounce, free. And we're going into the City Hall climb, which is one of the most exciting parts of Metro for me. Even though you basically just have to make one cycle and then it's an auto-scroller, it's still very fun to watch.
Nice movement there from TYRN.
Very smooth, and now he's going into Mecha Wiggler, which this could lose him a lot of time potentially if he either gets a really bad pattern or even worse, a 3-cycle, which I don't think he'll be getting a 3-cycle considering he's been actively running this game for a very long time. Oh my god, Mitch.
Mitch with the Goomba hack!
Actually doing... Oh my god.
Wow.
He's really going all out now.
Well, he's got to know he's behind. You know, plenty of spaces left. About 35 minutes left in this run. You got plenty of time to make up small bits of time by just doing things a little bit more optimally.
TYRN missing some shots.
Oh man, he's on 1 health.
Is he gonna hit him? Okay. So, Mitch, exactly 1 Mecha Wiggler fight behind. Definitely caught up a bit with that City Hall. But, obviously not enough. If that was a 3-cycle, that definitely would have been a commentator's curse.
You got close there.
Mitch getting a much better pattern than TYRN did, but missed 1 shot. Oh, that's a very bad spot. Okay. That was probably the worst possible placement for your last shot to be in, because it's like right in between 2 other spots, and the hitboxes on this guy are not exactly the greatest. Scoop clip coming in from TYRN. Turn his controller upside down and gets the drive-by. Free.
That clip still blows my mind whenever I see it.
Yeah, it's pretty wonky because it's not exactly like a clip that most people would think of as a clip. You're just kind of extending Mario's hitbox into the cage, and you're just grabbing the moon because that cage is insanely small. It definitely holds the title for one of the best and worst clips because it also has motion controls involved. I believe they're... Oh, TYRN's going to slots, okay. I actually don't think I've ever seen the slots route. That's how far behind I am in this game.
I've seen it a couple times in runs, in races.
I knew about it existing, but I've just never seen it in action.
Did TYRN mess that up?
Yeah, he did mess up slots.
Yeah.
Now it's bullet building time. Previously thought to be BTT only, but since 1.3 made this a lot more lenient, we now actually put it in any percent. Mitch going in the slots as well.
Yeah, bullet building, this is a fun one. It's all about staying on the cycle and maintaining your position and grabbing that bullet up top just in time, but we have a slight problem on TYRN's side. We'll get that fixed for you all in just a moment. Mitch heading into bullet building as well, though.
Guys, it's okay. TYRN is just freezing time. He'll wrong warp to the end of Metro soon. Don't worry. Limcube taught him how to wrong warp before this race. So
oh, there we go.
Mitch is now ahead, technically. Oh, they're in sync. Oh my god. They're literally in sync. This is the closest race we've ever had. 28 minutes in, and they're the exact same. This is actually insane. I can't believe this.
What a crazy run. And he's even got the timer up there.
See, I told you TYRN would wrong warp, guys. I'm always right. Definitely. Mitch coming up on the second City Hall climb, only this time we're going up even higher. And he bonked, okay.
2 bonks. Can we get a third? No, we won't.
Nice rainbow spin, setting out for a spin pound there. Looks like TYRN is back. He wrong warped to the people room instead. Instead of the very end of Metro. Oh, nice buffered jump from Mitch there. And he bonked, okay.
And it appears that TYRN's
He was back for a bit, and then...
Yeah. It looks like it seems like he's saying that his OBS crashed. So we should be getting that back here in just a moment. And
Oh,
he
he's
is
back.
back, and he's wrong warped all the way back to the Odyssey.
I don't know how he does it, man. He just needs the Mad Lad.
He's a god
Also,
gamer.
that right there is the stupidest thing about 1.3. That Snow Kingdom load. It's like instant. Let's see if they're gonna be pacifists and save Captain Toad. Are you kidding me? Wow. SM shaking my head. H, TYRN, come on.
Awesome, Dan. Thank you so much for the subscription. Get some subscription hype in the chat. 7 months. Appreciate it.
Dan is in fact pretty awesome. And he has an underscore, so that makes him even more awesome. No bias at all. So Mitch, even though TYRN had some issues, seems like Mitch is actually like caught up a bit from that Metro. Because we didn't see exactly what happened to TYRN since Bullet Building, but didn't seem like it was good.
Yeah, not sure if he made any mistakes or... He's setting up for the clip here. It looks like he is.
And he didn't get it. There have been times where they did get the clip, or I've seen people get the clip and they just think they didn't, so they didn't bother. It's a very interesting situation. It looks like Mitch is now preparing to wrong warp as well. Trying to steal strats from TYRN. Is that even allowed?
I think it's a cheat prevention. Not sure though. And
TYRN not getting
leave.
that spiny minute.
Oh, but now we've got a real sync once
Oh my
again.
God.
Oh no. Well, here we go with these Goombas. Gotta be a little careful. I've seen runners get a little complacent. That Goomba can fall right off the edge.
Luckily, we're not a fan of Goomba mass murder, so we like to save Goombas here. And Mitch is back. Pog. Never mind. Wait, he is. Okay. About one Goomba room behind, exactly. So.
Yeah, Mitch saving a little bit of time here and there off of TYRN.
I don't know what Mitch was doing there. Just kind of walked up against the wall. Oh, mess up the roll cancel. All right, now moment of truth coming up here for TYRN. If he misses this trick, Mitch could potentially have a lead. But it's a big potentially.
Yeah, we've got this Dram up top here.
Bam, bam, bada boom, bum, pow. Okay, and he gets it. Oh, nice.
Yeah, really good movement up there. That'll save a lot of time. And Mitch will have to answer.
He's having a lot of trouble getting inside that pipe. Mario doesn't want to go in.
Kind of an interesting frame to freeze on.
I mean, he's trying. Maybe the pipe's like clogged up or something and Mario can't get in.
Maybe it looks like he's like digging in the pipe to find out what's clogging it. Like he's a plumber, so that would be my assumption. But as Mitch is dealing with that pipe, TYRN heading over into Seaside. One small clip to take care of. Otherwise, all the movement is pretty free.
I will say this clip coming up is the greatest thing to happen to Odyssey speedrunning. Because it cut out Rocket Flower Refresh, which was a completely motion control based trick. And if your controller did not cooperate with you, you missed it. And you basically lost all your notes and you lost all your time. So this clip removed that moon, and it was very nice. But other than that, Seaside's basically the same. Getting the jet stream here. Very different from the jet stream stars in Mario 64. Yeah, Tuval and Circle, the hidden Nintendo devs behind this game that found all these clips.
Well, TYRN's going to pick up this cheap. We've got Mitch back now.
Mitch is back. Wrong warped all the way to Seaside. We don't even know if he got Snowdram. He probably did, considering he's still not that far behind. Nice up throw dive there.
Well, we see TYRN heading on over with Cheap. He's gonna hold on to this into the clip. Important thing with this clip.
It's a shortcut.
It's
a shortcut.
Shortcut, whatever you want to call it. The big thing is that you don't want to clip back in after you've skipped out. Gonna be grabbing this moon underneath. Before that, though.
I do wonder how many people got that joke, because the name of that moon is it's a shortcut. This is fascinating.
Well,
they're back. Oh my god.
Back. Okay, cool. Just a little bit of a pause for y'all. But we are back now. TYRN gonna need to make sure he doesn't clip back in here. Oh, but needs to grab it on the way. Doesn't clip back in, which is he does clip back in.
Clip back in. No.
So this is a massive opportunity for Mitch.
He doesn't know the answer. Oh no. I don't think he knows the answer. It's okay, he got it.
Okay.
The funniest thing is he's still ahead. Like, which is just kind of ridiculous.
Wow. I mean, this is a huge opportunity though for Mitch, who doesn't clip back in. This race is so much closer now.
There is like an 8-second difference now. All right, now we got probably the scariest kingdom of the whole run now. Lost is out of the way. Luncheon, my favorite evolution. Hopefully it goes well, because we're starting off with a very hard triple jump. And yeah, I told you it was hard. Mitch catching up a bit more. This is getting very close.
Well, we talked about how these two guys are very, very close in PBs and just how consistent they both are. And Mitch, he was pretty far behind and talked a little bit back in the back room, about he was a little bit upset with this run, but bringing it back in a huge way as they take on these Spewart fight.
So, this guy, he's new. I don't think we've ever seen him before.
Well, you don't typically see him. I mean, you'd fight him in Wooded, but we skip him because of the nut clip.
I think this guy's name was like Rango or something. Yeah, it's either Rango, Topper, or Harriet. I don't think there could possibly be another name for him.
No, not at all. All into this secret area. Gonna grab one moon.
Oh, Stewart. That was it. His name was Stewart. Thank you, amazing chat member.
Oh, TYRN with the movement.
Mitch is, oh my god.
Yeah, this is
very close.
Tight now, yeah.
This is Luncheon, so anything can change. And since there's no longer a turnip clip, they're gonna have to rely on some RNG for the cheese at the end.
Let's see how far apart they are here.
Nice golden turnip right there.
Oh, missing the bonk there to grab. About 3 to 4
capture.
seconds. 3 to 4 seconds apart here. And they get really close to that. Uh-oh. And Mitch with the lead now!
Oh my
All
god.
because of TYRN missing that dram. Mitch now with the lead. Coming back from like 30 plus seconds behind. Now into this Forks. Really nice movement for both these guys. TYRN now, though.
There is a reason this man is the world record holder.
Wow. I mean, TYRN's had the lead for the past, what, 30 minutes?
Pretty nutty.
Wow. But it just goes to show just how difficult Luncheon really is. We talk. I kind of compare it a little bit to Lost in the way that it's kind of set up, where the platforms and where you're grabbing these moons are kind of tight in certain areas, and one moon there's just enough space for Mario to land on where the moon is.
Nice cheese right there. They are in the same cutscene. Oh
this is incredible. I mean, so the thing that blows my mind, this isn't over yet. I mean, there's plenty of stuff in the next 15 minutes, 20 minutes that the lead can change another 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, we still have Bowser's.
Mitch with the booty burn. And just like that, Tyrone's got the lead.
Oh my god. And he's gonna have even more of a lead now because of that 2 seconds from damage.
I mean, this is absolute insanity. Just how many times... I mean, the lead has changed at least.
That's the first time I've ever seen a forkless
Wow.
climb.
Yeah, we've seen the lead change, what, at least 10 times.
A lot of them were in early game too. So
Well, that's what I'm saying. 3.5 seconds worth of difference. TYRN with the lead. But yeah, that early game was just crazy how the lead changed so quickly in Cascade. And then
Mitch really just wants to go for every single time save he can.
Oh yeah.
Do that spin pound into the globe.
Well, out of Luncheon. Into Ruin. And, you know, this is pretty standard, so now that we have a moment, a couple plugs for you guys. Exclamation point schedule to see the full schedule of everything that GSA has to offer. Right now, the schedule is kind of empty because we're finishing up qualifiers in all of our games that we have racing. We do have the 70-Star League's promotion playoff, Saxdale versus Blue Bob, coming up on Thursday at 9. But keep your eyes on that schedule. It'll update as more races get scheduled. Exclamation point bracket to see where all your favorite runners are at and who they have to go up against. Exclamation point merch, shirts, hoodies, really fresh looks good. And exclamation point YT or exclamation point YouTube for the YouTube channel. All the reruns, if you've missed any runs or if you just want to watch them, any clips, all on there on the YouTube channel. Make sure to subscribe to get updates.
This fight exists.
Now, I mean, we typically, you know, we kind of sleep on this fight for the most part just because you don't see runners have too many mistakes in here. But if you sleep on it, you can make mistakes.
Well, I mean, yeah, fall asleep during a speedrun.
Yeah, just all you gotta do, avoid these rotodiscs. Get on top of the dragon here, and we're done.
There he goes. Now we're getting into the storm, Bowser's Kingdom. Pretty scary stuff, mainly because a lot of points where if you fall and die, you have to not only die, but you have to wait like 5 or 10 seconds before actually dying. Very long fall.
Before we head into Bowser's Kingdom, I just want to plug one last thing. We've got a giveaway, Super Mario Maker 2. Check out the Twitter.
Oh, I'm in that.
Oh yeah, make sure to check that out. 2 free copies of Super Mario Maker 2 coming out in that giveaway. Plenty of opportunities to submit your name in there. If someone has a link to it, if someone could plug that, that'd be great. But make sure to check that out.
Yep. So, Bowser's coming up, as I said earlier, not the hardest kingdom, but definitely one of the most punishing if you fall.
Well, especially if Mitch is able to do things just slightly more optimally than TYRN here, you know, you could definitely see a lead change once again.
Definitely got some fresh rolls there from Mitch to start.
Really nice movement from both these guys so far. Get a really good idea of how far apart they are. Yeah, about 3.5 seconds still. We've got Mitch. Couple issues there on Mitch's side, but no biggie. We've got it back. Now we've got shards.
Probably the hardest part of this kingdom, in my opinion. Just because there's so much different ways you can do it, but if you mess up that dive back strat, then everything falls apart.
Oh my goodness. And
Mitch
with
taking
that
a
bonk.
different Oh my god.
Oh! Mitch with the lead now. And just like that. Wow.
Oh boy. Still got like 3 more boss fights coming up.
This is gonna go all the way to the end. I mean, I don't think that we're gonna have a definitive answer until whoever jumps into that electrical line first.
Bowser Dram from both. Successful. Very nice. The amount of people I've seen fall off that shop island during runs is too many.
Yeah. Well, we've got Harriet first.
Oh, that's
both sides of the
I think both players should be disqualified now.
The auto DQ.
It's so sad because their runs were so good, but then they had to go and do Harriet first, so I think we just kind of have to DQ them. Unfortunate. It was a good run, but the top 4 people that did topper first are now qualifying.
We'll get a good idea just how close these guys are still. Topper.
Unfortunately, Mitch has now lost all respect for me because I do topper first.
Well, there you go. Both these small brutal fights being taken care of. Kind of a bummer. You only get one move.
Lead into the scariest part of Bowser's. Because one fall here can end everything. Whether it's on the climb or the mech fight. It all comes down to this, and then I guess Moon as well, that exists.
Well, chat confirming that they are 1.5 seconds apart. And I mean, you really can't get much closer than that unless these guys were completely synced up.
I mean, Curbs and Strabo kind of tied to the frame. Maybe we'll see that again. Yeah, even if you don't fall off mech, it can still be a really big time loss if you miss the Harriet third hit. Because you have to start shuffling around to find your footing so you can hit her.
Well, here we go with Mecha Brutal Fight. Okay, so if Mitch makes a couple of mistakes here or falls off the mecha, you know, TYRN can definitely take the lead. Good first ground pound from
TYRN
these guys.
calling his run a yike. Oh my god. Wait, did TYRN just do topper required? Oh my god. I'm pretty sure he just did. He really did. Oh my god. I had to like look back at the stream to make sure.
Well, these guys doing a good job staying on top.
Please. Okay. It would really... actually, I'm not gonna say anything. Okay, good.
So two very, very, very good mecha brutal fights, regardless of the topper first.
TYRN did save a little bit of time with that topper required hit, but not a whole lot because it barely saves any time.
We are out of here. Into Moon Kingdom.
Yep.
Now, movement in Moon isn't too critically difficult. Just a couple rollouts, a couple long jumps. The biggest thing being the moon skip, obviously. But again, just a few mistakes on Mitch's side, and TYRN can definitely take the lead back.
Mitch really loves these optimal globe captures. He just rolls onto the slope and then captures it. A lot of people don't do that because you could bonk and then just lose more time. "124 moons, yellow sail, and here we go." Comes down to these last 5 minutes, both on 1003x or 4x pace. Unfortunately, no sub ones in this race.
Yeah, so whoever was going to delete their account, your account is safe today. Well, Mario is looking fancy. Looks like he's ready for a party. We are certainly ready to see what these guys are going to do. Triple
Nice
jump movement.
vectors. Almost hitting that moon snake or whatever it's called. I do wonder if they'll go for a miles pro moon strats. That dumb side flip moon skip or whatever. Alright, doesn't look like it.
Pretty good so far. Looks fine. Just needs to get up on top of this bridge. Good on Mitch's side. TYRN. Oh, no! And just like that.
I have had that happen to me twice, I think. Even when you think you've walked on that slope for the longest possible time, it still eats your cappy bounce, and nobody knows why.
Wow.
He was on there for... I feel like he walked on that slope for a shorter amount of time the second time, but he got his cap bounce. Just stupid things like that can kill a whole race.
Just like that, Mitch with a pretty comfortable lead in this Bowser fight now.
To be fair, pillars kinda are there still.
Yeah.
But I don't doubt Mitch getting early pillar. Yeah, if Mitch does not make any more mistakes here, then he will be... Well, actually, both of these players will be qualifying, I believe.
Yeah, both these guys are in. It's just seeing who wins this qualifier tournament.
And you get that hot bragging right. Loser disqualified from the league.
All right. Mitch just needs to finish up here.
Spoilers. You can play as Bowser.
Get those fireballs out. No trouble. Good to see a 2D skip. Maybe an XD skip.
Oh, you missed it. Okay.
Getting that 2D skip.
No XD. Oh well.
Oh man, bummer. No XD.
Oh, he did a kind of XD skip. Not the real one, but he did it.
TYRN not having any issues either with that. No XD skip at all. And Mitch just needed to clean out these pillars and he'll be done. A little bit of damage. Nothing it seems he can't manage, and needs to get one more shot there on that pillar before finishing up. And Mitch will be securing that #1 spot.
What?
We think.
What just happened? That was convenient. Well.
Well, we believe that Mitch took the win there.
All right, TYRN wins. It's over, dude.
TYRN finishing up with a 1:00.51. But we'll see if we can get these guys in for a quick chat before we head on out of here.
Seems like TYRN is now joining us, and Mitch got a 1:00.31, so about 20 seconds apart. Hello, TYRN and Mitch SMO.
Hello.
Well, GG's to both you guys. Pretty crazy race. A lot of trading back and forth of the lead early, and then a lot of trading back and forth of the lead there in Luncheon, and then in Bowser's Kingdom as well. Kind of, if you guys want to kind of walk us through what happened there early and then late, Mitch, if you'd like to start.
I don't feel like I deserve to win this because I know what happened to TYRN, and I feel really bad like during escape. So that's one thing. And like, well, I'm happy I won it at least. But like, yeah, I saw I saw TYRN clip back in bounds during the fish clip, and that was also
Well,
those were my spots to catch up.
And TYRN kind of, obviously Mitch pointing out the fish clip, but then more importantly that moon skip. Kind of walk us through what happened there.
Okay, so I got a 1-frame jump in Moon. So if you get the 1-frame jump there, you can't cap bounce. So you just fall down and you lose 20 seconds. So we would actually have tied, but okay.
Mitch just did God.
It's just this game being really well programmed, yeah, definitely. I feel robbed because that shouldn't have clipped inside because I was out of bound the entire time. I don't know what the freak happened. And yeah, I feel completely robbed. I don't know.
Well, both of you guys have to be happy because you both qualified. How are you guys looking forward to these leagues?
It's gonna be hype,
It's
but
definitely like
hopefully I don't get tricked like this by the video game. So yeah. Also, day match was really bad. Fortunately, my OBS crashed there. Okay. What the heck?
Yeah, there's
Because
a lot
no
of
one saw what
wrong
happened.
going on.
when like in
I
early
missed
game.
the
Yeah.
I missed the moon after the tower moon like 4 times in a row and I couldn't get it. So I lost me like 20 seconds or something. But yeah, I could have still sub-hour after snow, but Seaside completely
You
Yeah,
could have still
tricked
sub-hour,
me.
yeah, always.
PPT was 59.30 something. So definitely sub-hour pace still. No, I didn't swear. What do you mean, guys?
Well,
I said freak.
well,
Is
do
that
you guys
so?
have any other comments before we head on out of here?
Not really, actually.
GG's.
Mitch did God. I saw
Yes.
that. You can't hide that from me, you stupid trick jumper. I mean, yeah, let's head off.
GG to you too, though. And I feel
And,
really bad for winning this, to be honest. You deserve it.
I corrected myself? No, dude, I didn't even say the thing at all.
all right, all right.
I just said F and then freak.
So, before we head off here, just a reminder: if you type !Onyx in the chat, ONYX, and you download the game that it recommends you, and you start playing it, if you earn up to 500 Onyx points, you can get a free sub to GSA or any other channel of your choice. And it is a free way to support GSA just by playing the game. I personally used it myself and got a sub to the one and only ZFG1, so it's pretty good.
yeah. And then, of course, exclamation point schedule to see the full schedule of everything that GSA has to offer. Exclamation point practice to see where all your favorite runners are at. Exclamation point merch to check out the merch. We've got shirts, hoodies, clean, fresh looks. And then exclamation point YT or exclamation point YouTube for the YouTube channel. Subscribe, check out the clips, check out the reruns if you've missed any runs. But that'll be it for us here at GSA with this race. We've got Celeste any percent coming up at 6 o'clock. So make sure to tune in then if you are interested in that nice little race, Aurora Dash versus Archie Boy. So, but that'll be it for us for now. Admi, it was a pleasure commentating with you.
Sorry for having rusty knowledge. I haven't touched this game in like 2 months.
Well, thank you for joining us. Have a good rest of your day. Again, 6 o'clock, Celeste, any percent coming at you here at GSA.
Bye-bye.